my channel, my name is Leah. Today I'm going to share with you my February favourites. Now I am completely rubbish at doing these videos because I totally missed out January and I missed out November, so I seem to be doing them every 2 months rather than every month. I don't always have that many products to share. I don't buy a lot of new things, so I don't have new products that I've tried out in the month to share with you, and obviously some of the things I've already shared in the past are things I've enjoyed over the last few years, so I might just struggle to do them every month, I don't know. But I also struggle to find the time to make videos as well, so that is a problem. Obviously with doing a sit down video you need to set everything up, and some of the other videos I do put up are more casual and are recording my kind of everyday life, and I'm doing a job so I'll record it. So anyway, I'm here, I'm doing it. I've only got a few items for you, but I thought I would put one up because I know that you guys like to watch them, and I have got a few items that I wanted to share. So the first item I'm going to share with you is a makeup product, and this is the L'Oreal Brow Artist Genuine Kit. So it's an eyebrow kit. I needed a new one. The one I was using before had run out. It was a pencil, and I thought I would go for a powder this time. So I'll try and show you. So that is a little kit. There's a little mirror at the top here, and then there is the powder and a wax, and then you do get a little application, so the little brush at one end and the little, I don't even know what you call those things, the things that tidy up your eyebrows, and then some tweezers in there. At first I was using this little brush, angled brush. I'll get it out so you can see it. So it's a little angled brush, and I was using this to begin with, but I'm now using a longer one, and it's a bit flatter but slightly bigger. But that brush is good, and I've really enjoyed using this. I'm wearing it today, and it's a really good match for my colouring. Oops, sorry. The one I bought a new one actually after my pencil had run out, and that was another pencil, but it was too brown, or reddy brown. Yeah, it was too warm, too reddy brown for me, so I was putting it on and finding I was having to take loads of it off so that it wasn't too bright, because I like my makeup to look quite natural, but this one is a really good match for my eyebrows, so it has worked really well. And this is in, it says all-in-one brow kit. I'm trying to see if it's got the colour on it. I don't see the colour on it, but it's probably dark brown since I've got such dark hair. I think it also came in a more lighter brown colour as well. And the next item I want to share with you is this face wash. It's a Garnier Skin Active Pure Active Intensive 3-in-1 Charcoal Anti-Blackhead Wash, Scrub and Mask, and I have really enjoyed using this. It says it's a wash. Now I'm not too sure how it washes your face separate to scrubbing your face. It feels to me like it's doing both all the time, but I don't use it all the time. I generally would use this once or twice a week and then use my normal face wash the rest of the time. And then you can also use it as a mask. So how it works is, if you want to use it as a face wash stroke scrub, you just use it in the shower. So obviously you wet your face and then you put this on, and then I use a face flannel, so like a muslin flannel, to wash it off. Now my muslin flannel, which is white, is now a little bit grey, so don't use your best one if you don't want it to go grey like mine has. But it just helps to remove it and to really scrub into all the areas on my face. And then to use it as a face mask, you put it onto your skin dry, so you've got dry skin, and you put this on and then it just starts to set. So what I do for this face mask often is, because I don't often have a bath, even though I'd love to be able to chill out in a bath, by the time I've stopped in the evening it's getting late and I can't even be bothered to move, never mind go and run a bath. So what I often will do is put this on my skin before getting in the shower. Then I get in the shower, have my normal shower, and then once I've finished washing myself, washing my hair, whatever I'm doing, I then will wash this off of my face. So it's the face mask is doing this job while I'm in the shower, and that's worked really well. And it is really nice. It says it purifies, unclogs pores and mattifies, and I really need to mattify because I've got such oily skin, particularly across my forehead and obviously like the T-zone. It's so oily. I'm not too sure if it stops my skin from being oily, because I always tend to have oily skin, and I'm not too sure if these products work or not, but I try my best to stop having oily skin, and that is the best I can do. It does say it's also, it says at the bottom here, oily spot prone skin, so, and I can break out as well, so I need to do this more often than not. That's worked really nice, and I like that it's a face mask and a wash. It means I can have one product that does both jobs. The next product I want to share with you is this glass dish. Oops. So if you can see that, it's a glass dish and it has a plastic lid that clips down. And I've been using this for our batch cooking. So Keith and I, although Keith has done a lot of the cooking in the last couple of months, we do batch cooking once a month so that we've got meals for the whole month. It's a major job. I will link our video below of when we did batch cooking a few months ago. I recorded our experience of doing it. Anyway, that's what we do, and we were using foil trays, which were really convenient because after dinner we could just throw it into the bin without doing any dishes, so it obviously helped with saving time even more, but that is costly. They were costing us at least £1 each, if not possibly £1 for two, but I think maybe £1 each, and obviously that's going to add up. We were using it's 3 or 4 a month, so that's gonna, £4 a month. Obviously that's going to build up. £8 every 2 months, that's going to build up. And one of these weren't the cheapest. I think we've got 2 sizes. These are the small ones, and then we've got the larger size. I think the larger one was about £20. So it wasn't the cheapest I've seen. I've seen a lot cheaper since, ironically. But £20 will be absorbed really quickly if I was using the foil trays. So that's why we've invested in these, so that we can save the money in the long run. And this is something we want to keep up, the batch cooking, because it's just so hard when we're both working and it's time consuming to make healthy meals. This way we can have healthy meals without too much effort. So we're going to be doing this for the long haul, and we can hopefully save some money by investing in some of these dishes. And these are really good quality ones. They are by Pyrex, and they're meant to be spill proof and safe for the dishwasher, the freezer, the microwave. And obviously we don't put the lid in the oven, that comes off, but when it's in the freezer, that stays on. It stops it from spilling. It means we can stack them on top of each other, whereas before we were having to wait until the food was frozen before we could put the next thing on top. Was this way, straight into the freezer with the next one on top, no problem. And then before putting it in the oven, we just unclip this. And the last item I want to share with you is something that I don't have in front of me, and that is budgets. That might sound a little bit boring to most people, but it is a necessity in life for some of us, and we have been trying to stick to our budgets. Now, I've always had a budget. I'm really good at budgeting, but the thing that we fail on is sticking to those budgets. So we put money aside for pretty much everything every month, which means when the car insurance is due, we have the money for it, and it doesn't hurt us. Although we never have a lot of spare money because we do this, but it works for us. But the thing that we fail on is like our food shopping and personal spending. We just kind of buy if we think we need it, and we don't really monitor what we do spend. And our personal budget was non-existent for a long time because we always said we didn't have the money for it. But I decided that we'd try out giving ourselves a budget to see if it would save us some money, and it has, and that has been an absolute winner for me. So what I did was I rejigged our budgets, so I took some money out of one area that we were really excess of what we needed, and then I've given us each a little bit of money to spend. Now it is just a little bit of money, but it means we have something to work towards, and then what we've got to do is stick to that. So when I'm at work and if I fancy a little treat at lunchtime, that comes out of my budget, not the food budget. And if Keith wants a game or something for his phone, that comes out of his budget. Instead of just thinking, oh, I'll just buy it, it's only a small amount of money, because those small amounts of money really do build up. So in January we stuck to those budgets for ourselves, and we came under budget, even though what was coming into our account was a lot less. No, sorry, it wasn't a lot less. It was a bit less than what our outgoings were meant to be. We actually came within budget, so we saved money somewhere, which was brilliant. Because my argument is we're spending the money anyway, and if we can stick to a budget and allow ourselves to actually spend some money guilt-free, because that's a big thing as well, to do it guilt-free, we could hopefully save some money. So in January it definitely worked. Then in February I decided we would monitor all our spending. So every time we went to the shops, anytime we spent any money online, we had to say, where is this money coming from? So for instance, we went out for a meal with my brother and his family to celebrate their 15th wedding anniversary, I think it was. And we said, right, where is this money coming from? Because it's got to come from somewhere, it doesn't come out of thin air. We decided not to put it into the food budget because it's something we can work on, but it is quite tight. So we decided to take it out of our personal spend. It did mean that most of our spending money that month had gone on that meal, but it meant that we're still kept within our budgets. So this month, well, in February, we've monitored absolutely everything and we've accounted for everything and said where that money's coming from. And again, we've come within budget by quite a bit, even though we had a hefty car insurance bill, more than we'd expected, because we're switching over cars and the car is the insurance is more expensive for the new car, and we've still got the old car for a couple of months, so we're having to run 2 cars. So we had to get new insurance without having a full year's worth of money. So even though we'd spent more money on our insurance, somehow we came under our budgets. So it's working, it really is working, and we're going to be sticking to this. I'm not sure if I can keep up the monitoring all our spending. That was hard work, but I think it's the only way we can do it. Our money's going to get tighter in the next few months. It is tight at the moment, but it's going to get even tighter. And when you've already cut back everything you can, it's really hard to make cutbacks. And so the only way you can do that is to actually monitor where your money's going and account for that money. So if you're buying something, where is it coming from? If it's something for the house but you haven't got any budget in the house fund, it's got to come from somewhere else. It's got to come from a savings account, our own personal account. It's got to come from somewhere. So it has really worked, and that's been a big winner for us starting out in 2017. At a time when actually people are really struggling with money, we've actually felt a little bit more calm about it because we have come under budget, and that is a tight budget, so that's an absolute winner for me. I'm sorry there's not many products. I'm going to try better to make a note of things that I'm enjoying, because I can't remember. I'll think back for the month and I just can't remember. And like I say, I don't really use a lot of new products just because I don't buy them. But I will try and do these at least once a month, but it might be every 2 months. But I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!